Hello and welcome to All Girls Matter Self-Esteem Academy for girls ages 9 through 17, presented to you today by Harvest Girls International. I'm Nichelle Miller, your lead facilitator for this program, and I am honored, blessed, and excited to be here with you today talking about a positive attitude positivity, checking your attitude at the door, fixing it all up so that things feel better, okay? So before we get started, I just wanted to say, hey girl, hey. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm so excited that you are here. If it's not your first time, welcome back. Girl, what you been doing? I feel like we haven't seen each other in forever. So let's go ahead and get started with today's program. If you have it, go ahead and grab your handout that was emailed to you along with the link to this video, because we'll go through the answers to that as we go throughout today's program. Are you excited? I know I am. All right. And, I forgot to tell you, I'm so excited. So if you send in today's worksheet, we will send you some happy mail. I love getting mail, especially when it's happy mail. So make sure you complete today's worksheet and at the very end of this to send your answers back into us, and we will send you something great in the mail. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So we're talking today about attitude positivity. But before we even get started, I just want to kind of see where you are as far as attitude positivity, thoughts about attitude. So finish this quote for me. Whether you think you can or you can't, Did you finish that one? Okay, let's do the next one. What you think about, you bring, fill in the blank. What you think about, you bring. And our last one, mind over blank, fill in the blank. Mind over blank. Some of these you may have heard before, some of them you may have not, but they all relate to attitude and having a positive attitude and all the things we're going to talk about today. And if you didn't get them, don't worry, because by the end of this, you will know them. How about that? That's how we do it over here. All right. So would you rather have, I've got a prize for you today. Would you rather have $1,000 cash or a brand new car? Cash? You want the cash? No, she wants the car. Ha! She said, what kind of car? Just a car. Would you rather have the cash or the car? You can't have them both. Now, I will say that. You can't have them both. Because it's all about a choice. Which one would you choose? In life, we make choices all the time. We're choosing what we're going to wear. We're choosing what we're going to eat. You chose to come to today's program. That was a choice. Maybe. Mom might have made you. It's okay. It'll be a choice. It's fine. So no matter what we're doing, we always have a choice. In our lives, we can't control how people act, but we can control how we react. And with that, we're choosing what type of attitude we have. So when you think about having a positive attitude and you think about choosing an attitude, what do you think? I mean, do you think that's even possible? Can you choose to have a positive attitude? I don't know. You might be thinking, well, Miss Nichelle, I woke up in a bad mood. Everybody in my house is in a bad mood. My dog is in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. Done. Period. Right? But you can choose. You can choose something different. And I can tell you how. What if somebody's being mean to you or not treating you well? You can choose to be mean back to them, which sometimes is a lot easier, I admit. It's a lot easier sometimes to be mean to somebody that's being mean to you. Or you can choose to be nice to them. Choices, more choices, right? It's a lot of choices today. All right. How about this one? What if someone's screaming at you? You can scream back, or you can choose to whisper. And when you choose to whisper, they have to lean in to see what you're talking about, and it calms them down. It stops the screaming, right? Okay. What has more impact? Being mean to someone or being kind to them? Yelling back at someone or whispering? What do you think has the most impact? When you're in a bad mood and you run around in a bad mood, how's that make you feel? How's that impact you? How's that impact your heart? I know when I'm in a bad mood, I don't feel good. I feel weird. I feel like sometimes I don't even know why I'm in a bad mood. I just woke up and I'm just mad at everybody. Makes you want to kick the dog, yell at your little brother, little sister. You're just in a mood. You don't even know why you're in a bad mood. You're just there. So taking what comes to you, how you feel at that moment, isn't always the best choice for us. So if we choose or decide that we don't want to be in that mood, what could we do instead? Well, we tell ourselves a different story. Has somebody ever told you a story, or you watched a story on TV and you get so swept up? It's like you're there, you feel it. You're part of it. Think of your favorite TV show and you're in it and you are you're so in it, so good. And the episode ends and you're like, man, I was just getting into that. What's going to happen? What happened to them? Where are they going to go? You're all in, you're absorbed. So you choose to be involved in that story. That story has sucked you in. When you tell yourself the story that you're in a good mood, that you have a positive attitude, you can get sucked up in it the exact same way. Your body reacts. Your mind listens to what you tell it. So if you tell it what it's going to do or what it's going to be or how it's going to feel, it will listen to you. Okay, so back in my day, y'all, I'm not that old. Don't you start. I'm not that old. Back in my day, we had these books and they were called Choose Your Own Adventure books. And I love these books. I don't know if they still have them now. If they do, will y'all tell me? So they had these Choose Your Own Adventure books and you're reading the book and they're like, okay, Susie is walking down the road. Should she turn left and go into the super dark woods that are scary, or should she turn right and go to the brightly lit party with all her friends? And you would have to pick which way Susie was going to go, right? So like if Susie's going to go in the dark woods, you turn to page 10, or if she's going to go to the party, you would turn to page 12. And the story would continue and you would make choices throughout the story. And however your choices worked, it's how the story would end, right? So it's the exact same thing with your attitude. You choose the outcome. Doesn't that feel powerful? Like I choose how my attitude is going to be each day, in each moment. Because you can be in a good mood and somebody step on your shoes or talk about your mama and you are not in a good mood anymore. But you can choose what you want to do, okay? So like I said, your attitude is the exact same way. You're going to choose the outcome. And we're going to practice some things to help you with choosing the positive outcome. It's easy. I promise you it's easy. First thing, smile. It is so hard to be in a bad mood when you're smiling, or if somebody's being mean to you and you're smiling, it confuses them, or somebody's screaming and you're smiling, it's going to keep things moving, right? Or if you're in a bad place, you're in a bad mood and you just stop and look at yourself in the mirror and smile. It's hard to be in that bad space because you're smiling. Your body's confused. Like, wait, I'm smiling, but I don't know. That smile kind of kickstarts everything. Changes you into, okay, wait, I'm in a good mood. Have you ever had somebody ask you, hey girl, will you take my picture? And you're like, got the camera and you're like, okay, step back. And they're smiling. And all of a sudden you're smiling too. And you're not even in the picture, right? Because a smile is contagious. It changes everything with your attitude. Smiles are amazing. So first step, you're going to smile. Easy, done. Second step, self-talk. We talk a lot about this here. And if it's your first time, again, I welcome you. If it's not your first time, you know what we talk about. We talk about affirmations, which is that positive self-talk. So what are you telling yourself? If you're in a bad mood or you don't feel good, what are you telling yourself? Are you like, ugh, I just don't feel good. I'm in the worst mood ever. Or are you telling yourself, I didn't wake up feeling too good, but I'm choosing to have a positive attitude today. I'm over that. Let's go. Okay. When you see this bottle, do you think, oh, that bottle's half empty? Or do you think it's half full? What are you telling yourself? What's your story? Remember, we talked about the story that sucks you in. That smile and that positive story, it's changing that attitude. And you're thinking, Miss Nichelle, I'm not in the mood. I'm not telling myself a story. I feel mad and I want to be mad. Okay, that's fair. But we're not going to stay there. Okay, because we're going to flip it back to that positive attitude. You can have your moment. Go ahead, you can have it. Now we're moving on. All right. So we smiled. We've told ourselves that positive story. But then somewhere in our head, something is negative. Something's like, no, I don't want to. I don't feel good. I'm in a bad mood. I don't know why. It's just that negative chatter. We don't know where it comes from. It's just there. We're going to back that thing up, flip it and reverse it. So we're going to stop. We're going to stop like, no, 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 not today. No, no, my friend. No, no. So we're going to stop. We're going to back it up and we're going to restart. We're going to tell ourselves, okay, no, I'm choosing not to be in that space. I'm choosing to have a positive attitude because it's better. It's better for everyone around me. It makes me feel better. And when I smile, people smile. And when I'm positive, they're positive. And things just move along nicer and we have a better day. So you're going to stop, back that thing up, flip it, reverse it, go back to that self-talk that's positive, and we're going to keep it moving. All right. Now, step 4. There's only 4 steps to this. Step 4 is probably the hardest one. Practice. This is not natural. It is not natural to say, I'm in a good mood. That's not how we are, right? Things happen, we get upset, we get sad, we feel a certain way. And it's hard to get ourselves back in that space of, wait a minute, let me positive self-talk, let me smile, let me back it up. So we have to practice. Anything that you practice becomes what? Practice becomes perfect, okay? Or near perfect. Practice becomes better. Right? So you have to practice because it's not going to be easy. And there's days where it will be easy. You won't even have to think about it. It just happens. And there's days where it'll be hard. Just like if you've ever tried to do something new. Like, I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock every morning. First day, you're all over it. Second day, a little bit rougher. Day 3, ooh, I don't need to get up at 5 o'clock, right? So you have to practice. You have to practice these things that we're trying to change, that we want to implement, these good habits. So these good habits, I feel like I'm kneading dough of bread. These good habits of a positive attitude and changing the way we think and the stories we tell ourselves takes practice because it's hard. It is not easy, my friends. And I know that. We all know that. Okay. So how can we start to practice? Start now. No time like the present, right? So what is something positive that you tell yourself every day? And it is so important that we do this every day. It might be as soon as you wake up. It might be while you brush your teeth. It might be while you're doing your hair. You have to do this every day. So what is something you can tell yourself positive every day? I am amazing. I want you to tell yourself that right now. Come on. 1, 2, 3. I am amazing. Yeah? Number 2, I am fabulous. Oh, I'm fabulous. Tell yourself, you're fabulous. Say it. I am fabulous. You can also add in, I am fierce. Fierce is good too. Fabulous or fierce. We like those. Another one is, there's only one me. That is your superpower. If you don't feel good about anything, if your attitude's like, there's only one you. You're a unicorn. You have a special power. That alone should boost your attitude because there's only one you. Nobody can do what you do, ever. Okay? Number 4. This is my favorite that I like to tell myself. I am a queen. Did you tell yourself? Do you believe? Okay, wait a minute. I am a queen. Oh, that's better. I am a queen. What? Oh, hold on, girl. Here. You wear this one. Here. Okay. We are queens. We are positive. We are queens. We are amazing, right? I am beautiful. I am smart. I am kind. I am loving. I am unstoppable. I am enough. I am healthy, strong, and have a positive attitude. Everything that you tell yourself needs to be an I am. I am. That's affirming it. That's owning it. That's making it you. Even when you introduce yourself, I am Miss Nichelle. Okay, not my name is. No, I am. You own that. I am. You own that. You are choosing to be strong and powerful. You are choosing to have a positive attitude. You are amazing. So with those things that we just did, that we said, did it feel weird? Yeah, it does. It feels weird sometimes. It feels weird, especially if this process is very new to you. But I promise you, it will get easier. And you will learn to be very powerful in what you say. Because you may be like, oh, Miss Nichelle, that's so corny. But no, as you go, you will feel so powerful. I am amazing. I am amazing. And when you think about all the things that you do, you're amazing. Okay. So, if those don't work for you, create your own. You can make your own affirmations. An I am statement is an affirmation, is a positive affirming of you, who you are, of your choices. So let's try it now. I am blank. What's yours going to be? I am. Oh, that's a good one. Can't think of one? That's okay. You have time. I want to see what I am statement you create for yourself. That's part of your homework in the worksheet. Okay, so make sure you have that. And again, there's prizes with the worksheets. Prizes. Okay, so I'm so proud of you for doing that. I see you, girl. I see you. You are choosing to have a positive attitude. I see you, and I like what I see. I hope you like what you see too. All right, so when you choose how your attitude will be, when you choose that it's going to be positive, even if it starts out not so great that day, we're going to do those 4 steps. Remember, we're going to smile. We're going to affirm. We're going to say those I am statements to ourselves, right? What happens? Step 3. What if we don't feel great that day, or we start hearing that negative? We're going to stop, flip it, and reverse it, right? We're going to stop. Nope, no more. Not today. Not that negative. No, thank you. And we're going to flip it to a positive. I am. Whatever you want it to be. I am amazing. I am powerful. I am positive. Because some days people will test you and you just have to, ooh, I am positive. I'm positive that it's about to go down, but I'm positive that I have a positive attitude. Okay? So that's what you're going to do. You can't control anything around you a lot of times, but you can control this, which is going to control your attitude, which controls everything else. Remember, whatever story you tell yourself, you get wrapped up in it, just like those stories on TV. You get sucked into it and you're all in, and your body will react like it's almost robotic. It's like, oh, I'm in a good mood. And you stand up taller and you're smiling and you're in that great space because your mind tells the body what to do. It controls it all. So it's all about the story that you tell yourself, right? Okay. So proud of you. So proud of you. All right. So let's go back to where we started and let's just try to fill in the blanks. Let's see if you can figure some of these out now. So the first quote I gave you to finish was, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. The answer is right. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Whatever you think about, you bring about. Oh, that was the next one. Okay, that's okay. Whatever you think about, you control your thoughts. So that controls everything else. So if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. How many times have you been doing something and you're like, oh, I hope I don't run into the wall, or I hope I don't sneeze, or I hope I don't fall when I walk in there. And because you keep telling yourself that, it happens, right? So whatever you're telling yourself is what happens. So whether you think you can or you think you can't, that's what's going to happen, right? Okay. So the next one I kind of told, right? Whatever you think about, you bring about. So if you think positive, you bring positive. If you think negative, you bring negative. When you have the negative thought, we talked about how we can change it. Back it up, flip it, reverse it, right? And then lastly, mind over matter. So your mind over matter, your mind over all the things that are about the matter, the stuff in any situation. Your mind takes control of it. You decide, you choose, you have the power to choose. So choose a positive attitude. Get that smile on, go out and make the world better like only you can do, because there's only one you. That was your superpower, remember? Okay, so just to recap, you can have a positive attitude in just 4 steps. So you're going to have that smile. You are going to say those positive things to yourself. When you start to feel that negative stuff, you're going to flip it, reverse it. And to make this all stick, you're going to practice. Easy. You're going to practice, because when you're a positive person and you have a positive attitude and you go out, you have positive outcomes. Positive things just happen to you. Okay? All right. So I want you to keep doing the work. I want you to keep practicing, because you're worth it. You're amazing. You're enough, and you're worth it. And anything that's worth it takes some work sometimes, and you're worth it. So make sure you do this work and pour into you and your positive attitude, and just see how people around you react. You'll see that, you know, even if somebody's being negative Nancy and you're positive, it'll change them as well. Okay. All right. So now we're at the end, and probably one of the most exciting parts. I get excited about this part. If you complete your worksheet and email it back to us, you can take a picture of it and send it over. You can actually fill it out on the computer and send it back to us. You can just write your answers down and send those in. However you do it, send your answers from this week's lesson back to us, and you will get a gift. How's that perk up your attitude? You sat here and watched this. You may as well get a present too, right? So fill out the worksheet, send that in, and you'll get a gift. I'm really excited. The gifts are so cool. I tried to take one and they wouldn't let me. Yeah. So you guys get the gifts, please. Please, please, please. All right. So practice those positive attitude steps and do it every day. Practice makes perfect. You choose how your attitude will be. So have an attitude of positivity. Thank you for joining us today. Again, I'm Nichelle Miller, your lead facilitator, and I can't wait to see you next month for our next program. Keep that positive attitude. I'll see you soon.